dolls, it is she, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the 15 looks of Halloween. We are doing a upload every other day for the month of October, with each week having its own special theme. Last week was Red Head Vixens, and this week, as you can probably guess, is going to be clowns. And for the first look, I want to do a little scary clown look. All of my Red Headed Vixen looks was very glam. I wanted to get a little more grungy, play with prosthetics, play with a little bit of blood, and this is the look that I came up with. This was a super fun look, super easy to do. If you have not already checked out my other videos from Red Headed Vixen Week, please make sure you do that. I will have those all linked below. And without making this intro super long, let's jump right into this scary clown glam fro look. Alright dolls, let's get started. I am starting with my Woochie prosthetic. It is the slit in the eye prosthetic, and I just cut that in half. When you open that up, you cut it in half. Taking some spirit gum, and I am measuring out where exactly I want to place this on my eye. You just want to make sure you get the placement down before you actually put the spirit gum down. So now I'm just laying down a layer of that spirit gum, and then after you lay that down, you want to let it dry just a little bit, and you want to tap it until it gets really tacky. You'll feel the tack against your finger. Literally only take a couple of seconds. Then you want to go ahead and place down that prosthetic, again making sure that it is lined up exactly how it is that you want it. And if you missed some areas with the spirit gum, just go ahead and lift up those corners and put a little extra spirit gum down, and then secure the prosthetic to your face. Now I am just doing the same thing at the top. I am lining it up. Again, you want to make sure that it is lined up perfectly so it actually looks like someone took a knife down the side of your face. So I'm taking just a eyeshadow brush and just making sure that they are perfectly lined up, the slits, and then again laying down another layer of spirit gum. Again, you want to tap until that gets a little bit tacky, and then you want to lay down your prosthetic. Now taking some liquid latex from Mehron. The spirit gum was also from Mehron. Now you want to blend the prosthetic in with your skin so you can't see that harsh edge. So you just want to go along the edge of the prosthetic with that liquid latex. And I used a little wand that it came with, but it was a little small, so I just reached over for a flat concealer brush and just went ahead again and went all the way around that prosthetic. Make sure you do not get this latex in your hair. As you'll notice, I did not go right up against the hairline where the prosthetic meets my hairline. The wig is going to cover that anyway. The latex will pull out your hair, so just make sure you do not get it on your hair. Maybe put the prosthetic a little further down from your hairline, and then you just want to wait for that to dry. It was dry to the touch. And now I'm taking my white makeup paint by Mehron Paradise, and it smelled incredibly good. Like, it smelled like coconut oil, vitamin E, and just a whole bunch of goodness. And I am just taking that and I am putting that all over my face, all down my neck. And I'm not being too perfect with this. It does not have to be completely opaque. I'm going for a more grungy clown, but you do want to get a nice layer down. So I went in with the brush first, and then I went in with a sponge just to darken it and deepen that white just a little bit more. Again, it is patchy, but that is fine. We are grunging this clown out, so it does not have to be perfect. Now I am taking just some translucent powder that's flying all over the place, and I am setting all of that white makeup paint in place. Now we want to start creating the features. This clown is not going to have brows, but kind of the bottom shape of the brow, so I'm just kind of creating a angry bottom brow line. So I'm just kind of going in and curving it at the tip where my brow starts, and then curving underneath where my brow is, even though I've already glued them down, and then I'm just arching it up again to give that more angry expression. So you just kind of want to furrow your brow and kind of see where your brow furrows at the bottom, and you want to kind of go along that line. That's exactly what I did, and I just took some black gel liner to create that brow furrow. And then, as you're going to see me do here, I'm just going to go ahead and just blend that out a little bit. And then using that same black gel liner, I'm going to go in and I'm going to darken up right underneath that brow. So I'm really going to bring that down, not quite into the crease, but you want to take it all the way from that bottom brow bone that you created and bring it all the way down, almost right to the crease. And then you want to start blending that out once you kind of get that black laid down. You want this really opaque, and then you want to go in with a matte black shadow, and you just want to really blend that out. Again, this does not have to be perfect. We are going for a more grungy, creepy clown look, so you just want to blend that out, but that blend does not have to be seamless, but we do want to give it a look. We do want to look, but it does not have to be a perfectly blended look. Now I'm just kind of checking to see where everything is, and right now you should give real angry bitch face with ridiculous brows. And then I'm going to take this electric palette by Urban Decay and then dip into the really deep purple shade, and then I'm going to go right underneath where I left off with that black shadow, and then continue to smoke that out a little bit, put that right into the crease, right into the transition, and then you want to stop right before you get to the lid. Blend does not have to be perfect. Then you want to take that teal shade in the top of the palette, and then I'm going to place that all over the lid. Any purple or teal that you have, or if you want to do different colors, pink, reds, oranges, you just want to, you know, just the black I think is what really makes the look grungy, and then the colors in between can be any color that you like. Now I'm just taking a gel pencil and going into the waterline, and then I'm going to go in, I'm going to smudge that out. Again, the key here is making a grungy look, so you just want to smudge, and again blend. It does not have to be perfect. Now I'm going into this more matte purple shade, and I'm running that right underneath where we laid down the black underneath the eye, and again just smoking that out and smudging that out even more. Going back in with that matte black shadow, I am just continuing to smoke and smudge and grunge it up. It's the only way I can really describe it. Now I'm taking that black gel liner and I'm creating some sort of like nose furrows, like if you were to scrunch your nose, if you were angry, the little lines that would come in between your nose. We're trying to make this clown look as creepy and as angry as we possibly can, so these little details is kind of what gives it that expression. So I'm just creating those little nose furrows if you were to like frown up your face, and I'm just blending those out. Now I'm going in above the brow and creating more definition. As you can see, I'm kind of furrowing my brow and making a face, so you can kind of see where my forehead will naturally wrinkle, and then you're creating more wrinkles. Again, that's going to add to the expression of this clown and make it look a little more angry, a little more creepy. And I'm just taking a matte brown, almost black shade. Any shadow that you have that's really dark, really deep will work, and then you just want to get smaller as you get to the top of the forehead. You want to do the same on the other side and just go through the little slash that we have right there on our face, and then I'm just taking my finger and I'm just smudging it out a little bit so it doesn't look too perfect. You want it to look a little grungy, a little dirty. And then now I am just again still frowning and just deepening up my smile lines, my angry smile lines. I have really deep smile lines anyway. I'm just darkening those up a little, again using that same dark brown, almost black shadow. Here I went in with blush and regretted it immediately because I went in with like a bright pink blush, but now I'm just going over it again with that same dark brown shadows we used to create our wrinkles, and I'm just really contouring it out and then just kind of going over that blush. Ended up not looking too bad, the blush, after I went ahead and laid that contour down on top of it. You just want to go, below the cheekbones and around your forehead, the perimeter of your face, along the jawline. You just want to grunge it up a little. I can't say grunge it up any more than I already have, but it should not be perfect. It should look a little bit distressed, a little bit worn. Now I'm taking just a purple gel liner and I'm creating those little triangles that you often see on clowns' faces in their makeup, but I'm not taking it at the top. I just wanted them at the bottom below the eye, and I'm taking that same purple shadow that we put into the crease in the transition, and I am going right over top of that purple gel liner with that, just to intensify that color and brighten it up. And again, you can use whatever it is that you have, the colors that you have. You do not have to use the exact colors that I'm using. You can just really make it your own. Now I'm going in with a little bit of mascara just to get rid of any fallout that would have gotten on my lashes and made them, purple or teal. You just want to make sure your lashes are black. You don't want to put in your lashes. We're not going for a glam look. We're going for grungy. Then I'm going to take this red lip liner and I'm going to start by outlining my natural top lip. Then I'm going to obviously extend it out for that exaggerated clown mouth. And the same with my bottom. I just went right along the bottom of my natural lip and then extended it out on each side and made like a more pointy instead of a more rounded lip, kind of like a Joker. It kind of gave me like more of a Joker mouth. It's more pointy than it is rounded. Then I realized that I actually wanted to do a black liner with a red lip, so I went over it with a black gel liner And then here I'm just being silly, and then went over that with just a red lipstick. Just went right over the line just to kind of fade it a little bit. I didn't want it to be just black line and red lips, so I went in with just a red regular lipstick right along the line. And then in a second here I'm going to go in with an actual liquid lip to fill in the rest of my lips, starting out with just my regular lips and then just extending it out to where we outlined our lips. And now we want to add more detail into the slash. Right now it just looks kind of fake. You want to make it look more realistic. So I'm taking that same black liner, gel liner that we've been using, and I'm going right in the very center of the cut. This is where the cut will be the darkest. This is where the blood is usually a little bit coagulated and it looks a little darker right there. So right in the center of the cut, in the deepest part of the cut, is where you want to go in with that black to really deepen that up. So you just want to go in with your gel liner and just kind of smudge it out as you're laying it down. Then I'm taking this spray blood by Mehron as well, spray a little bit in the cap, and then I use that same detail brush and just go right over that where we laid that black down, go over with the red blood to make it look a little more wet and a little more bloody. And then just taking a small detail brush, I'm going in with just the blood and I'm going over top of the entire cut. You just want to go over the entire cut again to make it look fresh, to make it look a little gross, make it look like it's bleeding, like someone just literally went across your face with a knife. And then after that you just want to pull the sides out with that same small detailer brush just to kind of extend it so it's just not right like a perfect line. You kind of want to make it look like, you know, it's bruised a little bit around the cut as well. Now I'm taking that spray blood and I'm going to just spray this right over the side of my face where I am cut. So you just want to spray it and it kind of just spritz very randomly, which is perfect, because if it was blood splatters it'd be extremely random. It would not be a perfect spritz. So I love the way that this actually sprays. Like the effect is exactly what you want it to be. You got like some spatters and then you have the big chunkier spatters. So here I'm just slowing it down to show you how it kind of spritzes out. And then you want to take your clown nose. I got this one from my local costume shop here. It was 97 cents. It's very soft, it's very comfortable. It's actually called the world's most comfortable clown nose or something like that. You want to pop that baby on, and then you want to take your wig. I got this huge beautiful blonde fro from Amazon. It was like $10. I will have everything linked below, and you just want to, you know, style it to your choice. You can make it as big as you want, you can tease it, and that's pretty much it. I took a kitchen knife, I did some blood splatters on the knife, and I hope you dolls enjoyed this beautiful creepy clown look, and I will see you dolls in my next video.